It's Friday Night Ice on LI Sports Network. And it's our first of two varsity contests this evening as we bring you a top-ranked varsity tilt between the Kings Park Commack Knights and the second place St. Anthony's Friars. Mike Calandra back to bring you the action alongside my partner in crime, Nick Quinn. Names you'll see for warm-ups and during this contest: Kings Park Commack, number 10, the leading goal scorer Mikey Brazel and his teammates. Number 9, Billy Prang. Wearing number 95 tonight, Peter Abazis. Opposite of the Knights, a formidable Friars offensive unit powered by Long Island Goals product. Number 6, Brady Monteleone. Captain Jack DeLugos. And more, hoping to bring the Friars home to another huge victory as the playoff begins this upcoming week. The players meet at center ice as Jack DeLugos and Brent Tinshert kick things off here on Friday Night Ice. Kings Park Commack entering this contest third in the standings with a record of 13-4-1, while the St. Anthony's Friars look to finish off the season 16-2-1, and where they currently stand, second place, as Northport Huntington clinched the regular season championship a few nights ago with another statement win over Middle Country, as they finished off the season undefeated, 19-0-1. And that one tie as a result of a fierce battle in the early going of October against the Friars. This same Friars team who looks to come home with the win tonight against the Knights, who are trying to continue their late season dominance after picking apart their opponents and beating the Bulls last Friday night in a revenge victory, as this one gets physical here in the first. There you saw Mikey Brazel making his first appearance on the ice for the Kings Park Commack Knights. He stands in third place. He sits in third place in the single season points category, 1 point behind Northport Huntington's Carmine Patelli. And at the moment, it's Blake Hansen who stands alone with the most points registered by a varsity player this season with 42, as we get another stoppage of play. Mikey Brazel has presented an impressive resume through 16 games played this season, scoring 27 goals, a team high for the Knights this year, and grabbing 10 assists for a total of 37 points. Led ahead, Gavin Cotta in alone, backhand try, shut down by Joseph O'Neill. And we get some action brewing at the side of the goal. Gavin Cotta came in hot, but O'Neill rose to the occasion for the Knights. He gets the start over Brandon Fuderman for Kings Park Commack. This one is sent on goal. Rebound in front. O'Neill with back-to-back sliding stops to rob the Friars from an early goal here in the first. Another huge opportunity negated by the Knights netminder. Popped in front. Tincher trying to wheel it across to no avail. He had Satera waiting along the wing, as there was Chris Satera getting shouldered to the ice as St. Anthony's tries to capitalize and rebound from the missed opportunity. Tinshirts. And the hard battling continues. This will result in a penalty to the Knights. Chris Satera heading to the box for getting too aggressive with the Friars. St. Anthony's to the power play first. And they come into this contest capitalizing 13 times on the man advantage. Tied alongside Northport Huntington for the fourth most power play goals this season. This one going to be feathered ahead. DeLugos with another try, and this gets redirected out of play. So Northport, Huntington, St. Anthony's with identical power play goal numbers, 14 in the back of the net for each squad this season. Alone at the top, West Islip, who had the benefit of the doubt on senior night with their own power play party. Mikey Brazel dangling to the goal, and he couldn't finish it off. Very close to being number 28 for number 10 right there. And for Kings Park Commack, it would have been another shorthanded goal for them this season. They come into this contest capitalizing 4 times on the penalty kill. And they'll look to activate the special teams units in this final minute of the Chris Cetera power play penalty that the Friars were rewarded with as this one rings off the iron. There was a close chance right there for St. Anthony's to get on the board first. DeLugos with another turnaround try, and that one went wide. St. Anthony's trying to set it back up in front. DeLugos again sends it wide. As Brady Monteleone was dancing his way behind the goal. Berhalter trying to get a hold of it as Kings Park Commack attempts to kill off the remaining 20 seconds to the power play. DeLugos fights off the check, gets the shot off. O'Neill makes the stop. We'll take a look at the very close, opportunistic Friars offense. Or the very close opportunity by the Friars offense. An opportunistic power play unit coming very close to capitalizing. Mikey Brazel dancing to the goal, backhand try, nullified by the St. Anthony's netminder in goal tonight, Ryan Berhart. Berhart getting the start over both Joseph Demetrio and Thomas Olmschneider. Head coach Robert Lund making that decision for his squad tonight. D'Andrea trying to set it across, and it was redirected off a leg in front, preventing the Friars from scoring. DeLugos trying to set something up, coming into the picture right there, number 24, Alamia. Tinshirt gives it away right there. Chance for the Friars in this one. Hit off of O'Neill, who made the stop. That came off the stick of Dylan Smith. Tinshirt pops this one out of the zone and misses the reach and stick of Cetera, who will try to chase it down and get it back into the Knights' possession. More bodies go careening to the ice. Heavy hit thrown right there by Quinn against his opponents. Mikey Brazel taking the tackle on the half wall. Quinn tried to shoulder his opponent off the puck right there as St. Anthony's controls it at the point. Set down low and relinquished into the possession of the the Knights. Almost fully relinquished as the Friars continue the pressure inside the Knights zone. It's kept alive at the point right there. Another chance on goal, and this one is fended off by O'Neill. And if you're looking for the game tonight, we'd like to remind you that this game is streaming live on the Suffolk County High School Hockey League YouTube page as our primary channel, LI Sports Network, is currently broadcasting the games in Long Beach. Chance the other way for the Knights. Wide of the net, off the stick of Berhalter. St. Anthony's trying to counteract the other way. Couldn't do it that time as Berhalter exits this one out of the zone. St. Anthony's with another stab at it, but KPC comes up with the possession. They'll forge the other way. Drive from distance, caught in the glove hands of Berhardt again. An eventful shift for Kings Park Commack's Nicholas Berhalter. 16th game of the season. He enters this contest with 11 goals and 9 assists under his belt for a combined total of 20 points, which is the 4th most by a Kings Park Commack player this season. This one sent across. Another chance of the trailer. Goes wide off the stick of D'Andrea. Kings Park Commack trying to activate the zone of the Friars' end as Hoover tries to control it on his stick. Able to get it ahead to Amelia. Amelia fires that one. That was blocked. Hanrahan couldn't get a hold of it. KPC remaining in the zone as they try to get a chance to develop in tight. As Cochran attempts to wheel this one out of the zone. St. Anthony's getting a hold of it, and they'll push back in familiar territory. Monteleone fanned on the attempt. He didn't fan on it that time on the second try as O'Neill made the stop. 6.5 remaining in the first period. No score so far. Here come the Knights the other way. Friars trying to shut down Kings Park Commack. Here's DeLugos getting to it. Couldn't get it cleanly on his target stick as Satera wheels this one in the corner. Tried to get the shot off, but it turned into a impromptu feed attempt instead. We get a halt of play once again. The young man, Stephen Shapiro, starting on the defense for the Knights tonight. Shapiro entering this contest is 9th for the Knights with 2 goals and 3 assists. Kings Park Commack couldn't muscle their way in the zone as the Friars jump the other way. This one's wheeled across. Another chance through the legs, and it couldn't be finished right there as O'Neill made the stop. Another chance from the point. This one negated by O'Neill. Friars getting some big chances inside the zone as Shapiro got roughed up to the ice. Shapiro again got muscled off as Kings Park Commack has trouble exiting this one out of the zone. Friars still on the attack. Trying to develop another play here. This one sent back to the point. And it rings around the boards as Quinn will try to dish this one out of harm's way, which he does. Satera will try to race it back in the possession of the Knights. This one waved off, no icing, as Rowan resets for the Friars. This one inadvertently bounced off a Friars skate, and it forced the Friars having to reset. But here they come. Didn't have to reset for too long as they're back in the zone. St. Anthony's keeping it alive right there as this one is feathered down low. Line changes commencing for the Friars as they try to remain inside the Knights' territory in these final 4 minutes and 20 seconds of play in the first period. Bodies colliding near the half wall as Brazel tries to put a stop to the Friars' momentum. D'Andrea almost wheeled that one perfectly in front. Chance from the top, and O'Neill makes the stop. So far, almost through one, Dwayne Kilmer's decision to start Joseph O'Neill over Brandon Fruderman has paid off its dividends. With the Friars coming very close to scoring many times. Peter Abazi's taking off like a rocket to the goal, and he couldn't finish it on the backhand as Ryan Burkhardt denied him. Friars flipping this one back in the other zone. St. Anthony's resetting. This one skipped off a stick, and it couldn't be found on the possession of Dylan Smith as he continues to hound away at the Knights' defense. This one is forced out of the zone. Terry sends this one across for St. Anthony's. Cochran will nudge it in further, but it's relinquished back into the possession of the Knights. They try to move ahead. Brazel's feed was intercepted, but it remains in the Knights' track before the Friars come up with the steal once more. DeLucos banned on the attempt as he had pressure on his own. Chance for Smith, scores! Dylan Smith on the board. th game of the year for Smith, and he just put home his 9th goal of the season to accumulate his points total to now a lucky 13, as this one was banged across but couldn't be put home. So St. Anthony's strikes first, and this rubber match against KPC. Or I shouldn't say rubber match, this rematch, as this one goes out of play. There you see Nicholas D'Andrea, another travel player product, leads the team in points with 33 through 17 games played. 16 goals, 17 assists under his belt. Those 17 assists by D'Andrea are a team high. Seek looks to continue to accumulate those numbers. Chris Atera in an aggressive battle with Dylan Cochran in the neutral zone. Here come the Friars, trying to advance ahead and get another one to go on the board. Atera aggressively hounding the Friars as this is Berhalter back in the zone. Berhalter delays, spinorama past the Friars player right there as Tincher tries to wheel it back across. It's kept alive at the point by Shapiro. A minute and a half to go. Another chance. Tincher on the finishing try couldn't put it home. Cata flips this one out of the zone, but it's picked up by Satera, and he throws it in deep, then it's stopped by Berhardt as St. Anthony's resets once again. Kings Park Commack bringing out new reinforcements as St. Anthony's tries to establish more of the offense. This one is knifed in down low. Hoover will grab it for the Knights. A minute left to go here in the first. Brazel pops this one forward. Berhalter not there to get a hold of it, as Monteleone has possession for the Friars. This one is let out and further carried in the zone. Monteleone to the goal! Sprums by Joseph O'Neill! He may have given up one, but he sure shows that the one goal by the Friars hasn't fazed him. Not one bit. KPC looking to answer on behalf of O'Neill's performance thus far. O'Neill making numerous stops against the Friars offense through one. Monteleone able to cycle this one ahead as Dylan Smith tries to dangle through his legs, which he does. Smith to the goal, and he's denied again by O'Neill. Another pretty individual effort by number 14 of the Friars, but that time he wasn't able to capitalize. Final draw, but nothing will come out of it. We go to the second with the Friars leading 1-0 over the Knights. Second period about to start as head coaches Dwayne Kilmer and Robert Lund strategize for these next 15 minutes of play. And the contest of this second period begins how it started in the first, with Brent Hinchert, the captain of the Knights, taking on the captain of the Friars, Jack DeLucos, for the opening draw. Berhalter tries to skate it back in. He'll send this shot off the pad of Berhart. Berhalter stashes it in front, but it couldn't be finished home right there by Tinchert. Tinchert with the steal. Tinchert backhand try in tight. He's denied by Berhart. Friars having some difficulty getting out of harm's way, and chance again by Berhalter misfires. St. Anthony's trying to escape the zone and go back the other way. Jablonski. DeLucos trying to pirouette away from the pressure and take it back into the Knights zone. As Kings Park Commack plays this one off the boards, but into the possession of the Friars it goes. Chasing this one down is Cotta, but Quinn gets to it first. Two players noticeably missing in action for the Knights tonight. Number 9, Billy Prang, and the other Quinn brother, Dylan, number 86. St. Anthony's Friars, by the looks of their roster, healthy as it can be, with one player missing at the moment, number 67. Chance the other way, denied by O'Neill. Rebound, O'Neill makes the stop and it stays out! Incredible! Friars coming close to getting 2 on the board, and the Knights survive that sequence. And the player I was thinking of was Gerard Nealon, and that was before all the chaos brewed. Steven Shapiro getting the job done right there, keeping the Knights in this contest as he got the stick on it to push it out of the crease. Argilla couldn't get a hold of that feed. He wears number 67, the same number that Gerard Nealon of St. Anthony's wears, who's not present in the lineup tonight. Monteleone muscled in the boards right there by Argilla. Now Brazel tries to come up with it for the Knights. Brazel will stuff it in deep. Abazis on looking from afar as he tries to make an impact for his team tonight. Brazel got stood into right there by Monteleone as Peter Abazis tries to dance his way towards the goal, and instead it's an offensive rush erupting for the Friars. Monteleone's chance got blocked in front. Friars trying to get back. Another one. Monteleone couldn't get that chance to go. Knights pushing the other way with force. Here's Mikey Brazel. Brazel taking it wide around Alamia. Brazel lost possession, and he'll gain it back. Brazel pops this one off the end boards. He'll try to get the return feed from Abazis. Throws the hit against Monteleone. Stashed in front, but it couldn't be put home that time again. A giveaway. Another chance the other way for the Friars. D'Andrea tried the dangle pass to the defense to no avail, but it's kept alive by St. Anthony's. Amelia will try to cycle it out of the zone, which he does. It won't reach the end boards, which benefits the Knights. Amelia. This one is popped across, but back in the possession of the Friars. DeLugos nudges it further to D'Andrea. D'Andrea with the shot. And this one redirects off the body of O'Neal, who makes the stop. Shapiro wheels this one around. Cochran. Chance at the side of the goal. This one couldn't be stuffed home right there from number 21, Dylan Cochran, as one of the Friars players absolutely tormented one of the Knights in the corner. D'Andrea back in the zone. Tried to get it across, but it couldn't be received well as the Friars try to progress on in the zone. Tinshirt comes up with the steal, and he'll try to push the other way. Here he goes. Brent Tinshirt trying to take on the last defender, and he's pushed wide, and he takes out his aggression against the Friars, and they'll put the Knights back on the penalty kill. Holding against the captain of KPC. St. Anthony's with another chance to convert on the power play, as they failed to do so in the first. Trying to break the deadlock and take over sole possession of fourth place for the most power play goals by a team in the varsity division. This one converts, they'll have 15 under their belts. Dylan Smith trying to do the Lord's work and get one to go for St. Anthony's on the power play. Chance again, blocked in front. Friars coming in very close to getting one to convert right there. And had to make a correction. Friars, Northport both tied with 13, not 14, as I previously assumed. Or previously stated. Look at Brady Monteleone wheeling and dealing on the man advantage, almost getting that one to go. Rowan, Monteleone, another chance. This one squirts wide. DeLugos, the captain, gets to it. Sends it back to the point. This one, back on the stick of DeLugos. DeLugos fires. Save right there on the blocker of O'Neal. This one is stashed in down low. Rowan will try to get a hold of it. Now Quinn will attempt to clear it out, and he got taken to task. This one is kept alive almost by Rowan. He couldn't tightrope the blue line and keep it inside the zone. St. Anthony's having to reset with half a minute left on the man advantage. Rowan trying to set something up before the power play expires. That one was almost stuffed home. Another chance. Score! Power play goal. Brady Monteleone. St. Anthony's up by 2 here in the second. Fourteenth power play goal for the Friars this season. And they overtake Northport Huntington for the 4th most goals on the power play by a varsity team this season. Monteleone, in his 18th game played, puts home his 19th goal of the season, a team high for the Friars this season. A team high for the Friars this year. Monteleone accumulates his points total to now 32. And with that power play goal, he stands tied alongside second place in the power play goal team leading category, alongside his buddy Thomas Colavecchio with 2. Alone at the top with the most. Actually, no, that's power play assists. So let me double correct. Well, standing alone with the most, regardless, is Patrick Rowan with 3. He has 4 power play assists, if we want to acknowledge that stat as well. So Colavecchio, got to make a triple correction. Thomas Colavecchio, Vincent Sipoli. Another save made by Ryan Burhart. So the trend here is Vincent Sipoli, Thomas Colavecchio, and now Brady Monteleone all have 2 power play goals each this season. Patrick Rowan has 1 more than those 3 for the most by a Friars. By a Friar. Kata trying to get a hold of it. And there's still maybe more time for Monteleone to get another power play goal. And he almost got himself another right there, but this time it was on the even strength play. A chance goes wide off the stick of the Knights player as they try to get on the board here in the second. Berhalter able to extricate through the pressure. Nicholas Berhalter to the goal, and he couldn't stuff it home at the last moment. Another chance, wheel back in front. Zatera creating havoc inside the creases. This one continues to be pinballed inside the zone, but the Friars move it out, and here they come the other way. Brady Monteleone stuffs his man to the ice. That was Jacob Quinn going down. A little stiff arm from number 6 of St. Anthony's Friars. Doing his best homage to the Friars football team, which has a lot of success, as do the hockey team that's in front of us. Here come the Friars. Gavin Cotta, backhand try, denied by O'Neal, and he'll pounce on it before it becomes loose. A very close opportunity for Gavin Cotta for his 7th goal of the season. He had another huge chance back in the first big one of the night for either offense, as he enters this his 17th game of the season with 12 points under his belt. He'll look to grow that number even more if one gets in the back of the net, whether he contributes by setting it up or scores on his own. St. Anthony's Friars. Jablonski knifes this one down low. It'll be carried back in the slot. This is D'Andrea wheeling that one wide of the post as he tries to get one to go in the back of the net. KPC having trouble clearing it out, but it's carried in despite the missed clear by Quinn. Quinn in the zone, trying to set something up in front, and it couldn't be put home right there that time. Friars motoring back the other way. Here comes St. Anthony's to the goal. DeLugos almost had one to go. And yet again, it's Joseph O'Neill standing tall in that sequence. The net came off in the process as O'Neill survived from giving up the 3rd goal to the Friars. Almost a beautiful save again by number 35, but the replay indication shows that there's a missed opportunity for DeLugos. Rowan at the point. Sends this one wide of the net. He may have gotten some help from a deflection attempt at front, and this one almost got wheeled back. Another chance to Lugos on the spinning try. Drive from the point. Cotta! And O'Neill makes the stop again. Relentless. St. Anthony's. Numerous scoring opportunities in that sequence. 4.5 remaining in the second. 2-0 the score. 1 goal by the Friars in each period so far. Monteleone trying to guide it back on his stick and shake off his opponent in front. Monteleone trying to dance away from the pressure to no avail as this is carried back the other way by Shapiro, and he got shouldered hard right there by Michael Terry, but the two combatants stay up on their feet. Michael Terry going the other way. He's got DeLugos trying to bang one home from a tough angle. DeLugos and takes his man to task in the corner boards. Terry tries to pop it back in front. Sipoli keeps it alive at the point. Nice move right there. Monteleone firing one as he was dancing his way with the puck. Rowan will bring this one around the boards, hoping to get it to his intended target. Kept alive by Sipoli on the clearing attempt by the Knights. Monteleone across. Terry fires! Save made by O'Neill, and it remains in play. Knights trying to execute the other way. Here comes Ardilla. Alex Ardilla across. Brazel, backhand try, and he floats this over the goal. And then Mikey Brazel flattens his man behind the goal as the Friars player was trying to play physical with number 10, and number 10 absorbed the blow and stood tall. Here come the Friars back in the other zone. D'Andrea looked like he was going to spin it on his backhand, and instead he tried to feed it across. No one was home to receive it. Alamia couldn't clear it out. It pinballed off his skates, and it remains inside the Friars zone. 2.5 minutes remaining in play. Alamia battling hard down low with Tinshert as the Knights try to set something up to get themselves on the board. Trailing by 2 to St. Anthony's. 1 goal from came on the even strength play. 1 goal from the power play. The latest by Brady Monteleone. Here come the Friars back in the zone. D'Andrea trying to activate the offense once more. And again, Monteleone. KPC forces the Friars out of the zone. Friars. Berhalter controlling it. Berhalter gives it up right there as he tried to cruise back in the zone. Here comes Dandria. Dandria fights through the pressure to the goal. Save made. O'Neal. Rebound. It's loose. And it's played behind the goal by the Friars as they continue to pursue the ninth zone. A very close opportunity for the Friars once again. They've been opportunistic through almost two periods of play so far. Knights the other way, trying to be opportunistic themselves, and that chance is negated by Berhart. Going the other way, the Friars went ahead, but it couldn't be smacked home right there, as that was Monteleone sending the sauce across. No icing called here. Final minute of play has been reached. For the second in this case. Brazel. Abazis couldn't pound it home there. Abazis down low. Brazel trying to stuff it home. It's loose. Scramble in front. Argilla got smushed to the ice. Crowd wants a call, but they won't get it. The physical battling continues inside the zone. Argilla trying to create some separation, set another play in front, and this time it'll be knocked out carefully by the Friars for icing. And just as there is when it comes to hockey and the ruling, there's always going to be one side that disagrees with the official's decision. This one is knocked further out of the zone. Hoover will reset and try to get one last opportunity to go before the buzzer sounds as the Knights trail by 2. St. Anthony's leads by 2. Going to the third period. Final play underway. How will these next 15 minutes go? As that chance goes wide. Another opportunity shut down by O'Neal. This one sent on goal. O'Neal made the stop again. Back in front, but it couldn't be stuffed home. KPC able to exit that one out of the zone while the Friars will try to get back in familiar territory. Ringed around the boards and almost not out before it's picked up again by the Friars. Back in they go. Friars dangling to the goal, and O'Neal makes the stop. Brady Monteleone came in with a head full of steam for another goal. Friars trying to add another one to the board. As KPC continues to stay in this battle. Down by 2. Cochran knifes this one down low. Kata will try to protect it on his stick before sending it back to the point. Cochran fires! Deflection in front off the body of DeLugos. And it pushes the Friars out of the zone where they'll have to reset. Hoover. Brazel. Argilla. Friars trying to get a hold of it the other way. Mikey Brazel enters the zone. He's put to a stop right there by the Friars once again. This one is sauced ahead. It won't go for icing as KPC gets the possession once more. Argilla trying to cruise back in. Argilla with the shot, and it was blocked. Coming into the picture right there with authority. Number 95, Peter Abazis tonight. Normally wears number 8, but due to some reason, he'll be trading in his usual number for a temporary number, number 95. And if history shows, that number has paid off at least someone in their lifetime or another. I'll give you a hint. Ka-chow. Joseph O'Neill getting a little warm-up right there, or getting a little exercise in between the whistle. So he's done everything that there is possible to keep the Knights back in it. And we'll see if this pays off right here. Chris Satera scores! The Knights are on the board as Satera wrists home goal number 9 in his 16th game of the season. And there's the wake-up call the Knights needed, as they've been down by 2 and almost we're again down by 2 right there, as there was a nifty chance again in front, and it's going to be popped home by Dylan Smith. A very close opportunity again by the Friars, almost going their way. D'Andrea walks in, he scores! Friars up by 2 again. Rock on, young man, rock on. 3-1. KPC looking to bounce back as they've handled one of their own problems so far, which is getting on the scoreboard. But now they got to deal with the other one, which is preventing the Friars from remaining on top. Monteleone feathers that one on goal, and it was fended off by O'Neill. th of the year for D'Andrea in his 18th game played. Accumulates his team leading points total to now 34. Is this one going to be a wheel towards the goal? Almost kept alive by the Friars. I was about to say icing, but offsides was called. We like to remind you that the conclusion of this game is our last game of the night before we all prepare for the impending blizzard of 2022. And that matchup will be between the Connecticut Sayville Thunderbirds and my alma mater, the St. John the Baptist Cougars, who aim to score their first win before the season expires. I've not yet decided whether I'll be on the call for that or not. I may just run the board. Other Long Island high school hockey action currently going on. We have the Long Beach Marines falling to the Massapequa Chiefs by a big score out in Nassau County. That game just ended on our primary channel, LI Sports Network. Coming up after that will be Manhasset versus Half Hollow Hills. The newly joined school squad in the Nassau County High School Hockey League. So they try to continue their season with a win. And that game is streaming currently live on the LI Sports Network at this very moment. 3-1 the score in this game that's being streamed on the Suffolk County YouTube page. Vincent Sipley in the box as the Friars head to the penalty kill for the first time tonight. Kings Park Commack looking to capitalize on the man advantage. They enter this contest with 7 power play goals converted, trying to make it an 8th to cut the lead, to cut the deficit by 1 again. This one does not help the cause for the icing. A brief miscommunication between the Knights as they had too many guys on the ice. And had they not realized that, they could have found themselves back on the penalty kill. Score! Half a minute into the man advantage, and the Knights strike. They strike gold with Chris Cetera scoring for his second goal of the game, making it a one-goal contest once again. Score! Hat trick, or did it get tipped in? Tied game! Amazing! The Knights have crawled back from the depths of hell and tied this thing up at 3 here in the third period with 8 minutes left to go. And now they're looking to take the lead as Chris Cetera, after scoring on the power play, grabs the assist on the deflection goal by Nicholas Berhalter. Cetera, 3 points in total tonight for the Knights. He stands with 16 in total this season. 2 goals for him. His goal total now at 10. And the latest goal recipient, Nicholas Berhalter, grabs his 12th of the year to accumulate his points total to 21. D'Andrea flips this one over the goal as he tries to look for a man open to set something up. Sipoli collides with a Knights player. The action has just picked up immensely. Quinn tried to get it across, and it couldn't be put home as Berhart was able to shut the door and stand his ground. Friars hounding the Knights as they try to protect their momentum. Knights back in the zone. Berhalter across! Tinscher crashing into the end boards as he tried to get a hold of the feed. Brady Monteleone trying to dance his way to another goal. Monteleone on a journey, taking it back to the point. Monteleone is going to circle a second time. Monteleone still holding it before distributing this one off the boards down low. Kept alive in the zone. Cochran fires, and this one gets redirected wide off a stick in front. That was DeLugos, who is positioned near the front of the net. As this one is wheeled off the boards, and it will be picked up by Cochran once again. He has trouble clearing it out of the zone. Mikey Brazel on the steal, trying to evade through pressure and get the Knights in the lead, but Berhart makes the stop again. Five and a half remaining. Abazi's on the draw, loses the draw right there to the Friars. Nicholas D'Andrea, offsides called. D'Andrea couldn't pull the trigger right there. Brazel had trouble getting a hold of the feed as the Friars advance in the zone. D'Andrea tried to get that one to go from his knees. Brazel and the Knights go the other way. This feed goes off the boards. No icing called as Peter Abazis goes flying into the corner boards. Chaos escalating here in the third. St. Anthony's trying to get that one to go, and that was D'Andrea on the wide wing, almost putting it home. And now we get some action inside the zone. Jacob Quinn taking down Nicholas D'Andrea. And we'll see if this results in any repercussions. Doesn't seem like it, as the head official or neither of the linesmen are escorting any of the players to the penalty boxes. So we remain 5 aside with 4.5 left to go. Off the draw and a misfired for the Friars. Knights coming up with it, going the other way. Chris Cetera trying to finish off with a hat trick. He's bumped off the puck right there as the Knights try to cap off their comeback in amazing fashion. Tin shirt in front of the net as Cetera tried to leap in and grab a hold of the aerial puck, of the aerial feed in this case. Shapiro, there was a man that was driving down low, and almost that could have resulted in an ugly collision. Friars going the other way. Nifty feed across and denied by O'Neill. We remain tied at 3. And the Knights take the safe route by icing it. Dylan Smith almost setting up Gavin Cotta for the game winner. Chris Cetera the other way, tried to flex his muscle and put the final finishing touches on a huge hat-trick performance as Vincent Sipoli stood up on his man, Nargilla. D'Andrea driving to the goal. He couldn't stuff it home right there. Shapiro trying to get a hold of it for the Knights. Friars still closing in on the area of O'Neill. Another chance in front, wouldn't go. Under 3 minutes left to play. Brazel as Argilla. Brazel, long distance try. Rebound Argilla. Denied by Berhardt. I feel like it would be appropriate to bring up the trends of both of these teams as if this game continues on into the night. But I want to save it when that time actually comes. Because right now, there might be some unfinished business in these last 2.5 minutes of regulation. Both of these teams closing on the door, or both of these teams knocking on the door of each goaltender, coming very close to putting home the winner. This one is popped across the ice. No one there to receive it. Friars get to it. Cochran coming in. Cochran trying to send it across. Had his man in sight, but the feed wasn't perfect. Back the other way. Cetera getting front. He couldn't put it home. It was right there for the hat trick, and Berhardt made the stop. Cetera wheels it back in front, but it couldn't be touched right there. Tinshirt resets down low. Cetera with a spinning try, and it didn't get enough elevation. And we get a hand pass call here against the Knights. Crazy, crazy sequence. that close by Satera from capping off the hat trick in an enormous way. Abazis able to peel away from the pressure, but couldn't send a perfect feed across to his intended target. Back the other way, Friars advancing in the zone. Nicholas D'Andrea, 1 goal under his belt. Fires save, rebounds, and is it in? Or did it stay out? At the moment, the indication is no goal, and Joseph O'Neill has it in his glove. We'll take a look at this to see if there's anything other than what we just saw. Replay shows that it is indeed the right call. This game remains tied at 3 with over a minute left to play. Timeout called by the Friars. And we do have the replay, but it was no goal. I checked it. Yeah. People asking me right now for the replay. I had to give them the bad news that the puck didn't cross the line. So here I am playing color. Here I am announcing this game, running the board, and I'm playing the goal judge all at once. Not to mention, I also edit highlights, and I set up all of the equipment and stuff. So I'm like, all right, enough about me. We got some business to take care of. 1:07 left to play. We'll see if this latest timeout by Robert Lund pays off. DeLugos on the steal. DeLugos sends it wide. Gavin Cotta try to keep it in the zone. Crowd and the bench of the Knights wanted an interference call. They will not get it. Led ahead. Jacob Quinn collides with his man, Tinshirts. D'Andrea. Here's D'Andrea. Circling back. D'Andrea sets it onto the stick of Cochran. And then it's floated across. And pardon me, that was Rowan. Rowan touches it across again. St. Anthony's trying to go the other way, but it's intercepted by Berhalter. 22 seconds left. Berhalter loses an edge and loses the possession. Cotta going the other way, back in the zone. Cotta floats it across. Monteleone couldn't stash that one over. Rowan fires this one back in the corner. This game is too good to end in 3. We go to overtime. Four minutes of sudden death. And now I can bring up the trends of each of these teams' overtime stats. Kings Park Commack has been to overtime once this season, tying the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls on Halloween. That game ending in a 3-3 tie. St. Anthony's, this is their 3rd overtime contest this season. Monteleone sending that one wide. Friars have been victorious in 1 overtime this year and tied Northport for the other overtime. Tinshirts and the Knights trying to finish off the comeback. Save made on the chance by Abazis by Berhart. Almost, and now a giveaway. Abazis with Tinshirt driving in, but Abazis lost control of it. Friars trying to advance the other way, which they do. Monteleone, 1 goal under his belt. Monteleone trying to dance around to Terra, and he got knocked off with authority. Knights going the other way. Kings Park Commack. Chance goes wide. Abazi's trying to get a hold of the rebound as it bounced off his stick, and this results in a chance again for the Friars. Monteleone again. Monteleone! This one gets a piece of O'Neal. Friars still in the zone. Dendria. Chance. Save made by O'Neal. A raucous start to overtime as the combatants are giving the goalies plenty of work, forcing them to stop all these shots that are going against them. This one's wheeled around the boards, but it'll be picked up by Quinn. Line change commences for the Friars. St. Anthony's remains in the zone. Monteleone carries this one to the neutral zone, and in he comes with a burst of speed. Monteleone trying to break through the wall of the Knights' defense. But Olamia couldn't keep that alive on the reception. Olamia being hounded by Berhalter. Olamia with a chance denied by O'Neal. Olamia sends this one back. DeLugos trying to pinwheel it back in front. DeLugos on target, and this one got ricocheted off a skate in front. Kata was the man that was awaiting to put home the goal. New reinforcements for the Knights. Olamia got it onto the stick almost cleanly to Rowan. Knights get it back. Knights trying to go the other way. That was Brazel almost saucing that one perfectly on the stick of his intended target, Brent Tinchert. And we mentioned there's been one overtime win the Friars have gotten this year, and that man you just saw appear in the picture, and that's going to be taking the draw, is the man that's gotten the only overtime goal for the Friars this season, Jack DeLugos. He enters this contest, his 16th game of the season, with 11 goals, 9 assists, for a combined total of 20 points. A goal or an assist will accumulate that number. And here's a steal! Mikey Brazel for the win! He goes wide! A big collision behind the goal. Ryan Berhart holds the line as we have some more animosity behind the goal. A very close call for the Friars. Face-off draw again. Under 2 minutes left to play. Everyone converging along the corner boards, trying to get a hold of the loose puck. Here comes Brent Tinchert, the captain, going the other way with a chance, and this one couldn't be converted. Wheeled around the boards, but it stays alive in the Friars zone. Berhalter back in front. It couldn't be touched home right there by Shapiro. Tinchert, Dendria. Try to fight through the pressure right there. Oh, look out! Destroyed! Brent Tinchert got annihilated by Brady Monteleone. Dendria, DeLugos, save O'Neal. Carnage all over the place in the final minutes of play. Tinchert trying to dance around the pressure. Couldn't pop it back in front to Satara. Another chance, wouldn't go. Friars the other way. Will this be it? Denied by O'Neal. Insanity. "34 seconds left to decide it all." This one wheeled out fully by the Knights. Will we see both teams get one last rush for a goal to go in the back of the net? This is the Friars' chance erupting right now. Dylan Smith has a goal under his belt tonight. Smith, one stick goes helicoptering away, and the Friars can't keep it alive in the zone. That's gonna do it. And the madness of St. Anthony's and Kings Park Commack ends in a thrilling tie with a final of 3-3. Both of these teams add another tie to the win-loss tie column in their respective records. And a hard-fought, fun battle culminates with handshakes and positive pleasantries. But I know the feeling, Nick. I know everyone here. They're happy with the efforts, but we all suffered on this one. Wanting there to be a frantic winner, but we will not get that here tonight. Both of these teams finish off a memorable regular season with that overtime battle to the end. St. Anthony's will finish 15-2-2, while the Kings Park Commack Knights will finish 13-4-2. The only question that will remain until Sunday is where they will finish and be seated once the playoffs begin early next week. That does it here for a very fun and exhilarating contest. Coming up next, Commack versus St. John the Baptist, as those two cap off the varsity season, as those two cap off their varsity seasons. So long, good night, get home safe, stay safe, because there is a storm brewing right now outside of this facility. See you all soon. Until next time, Mike Calandra, Nick Quinn saying so long, good night. But we got more hockey right around the corner on this channel.